So Dana White wants you to believe two things. Number one, that he's a centre-left Democrat who leans a little bit to the left. And number two, that Donald Trump, the man he speaks for at conventions, is somehow not racist and there's nothing racist about him. And the video of Obama's that Donald Trump posted, Dana White has never seen in his life. In this clip, we're going to see David Remnick of The New Yorker calmly press Dana White on Donald Trump's racism and his relationship with Donald Trump. As usual, let's watch the clip in full. I'll give you guys my thoughts towards the end.
In my 20s, my late teens and 20s, I spent in Massachusetts, which is very liberal. I would consider myself a 80s, 90s Democrat.
Have you changed over time politically?
No, I haven't changed.
So you remain a kind of center-left Democrat?
Yeah, I would, yeah.
Do you talk politics with Trump? Or did you before the first convention?
No.
That wasn't a currency of your conversation, of your relationship?
If you look at any of my speeches at the conventions or any of that, I don't ever say the left is wrong or the left is bad or the left is this. I spoke about who he is as a person and as a friend and as a human being, because a lot of the narrative that they put out there about him and who he is as a person is gross.
But doesn't he
absolutely positively not true.
Okay, so let's dig into that a little bit too. I think it's fair to say that if he has that reputation, it doesn't come from outer space.
Oh, it does. It comes from politics. That's where it comes from.
But doesn't it come from some of his rhetoric and some of his way of treating people and talking about people? And
no, I think that, listen, did I wish that back in the day he'd stay off Twitter a little bit more and things like, listen, he's a tough guy and he's not afraid to give his opinion, but he's been talking about politics since he was young. I mean, if you look back at him, but these things that he's a racist and he's a Nazi and he's this and that. I mean, Donald Trump, all this stuff's coming out now. The Michael movie just came out, and you see all these videos now popping up of Trump defending Michael Jackson and the type of person that he was, and that Michael Jackson was around his children and around his family a lot.
But wait a minute, Dana. Michael Jackson, as talented as he was, as brilliant as he was a deeply, deeply flawed human being,
no
to say
doubt
the
about
least, and was abusive. Everything we know about him.
Wait. He was
toward
abusive?
Kids. Yes, it's terrible.
I don't know if that's true. But I can tell you that, the president had a very good relationship with Michael Jackson and had Michael Jackson around his kids all the time and, defended him when that stuff was going down.
Do you ever talk politics with the president?
To call the guy a racist is crazy. He's not a racist.
Well, how do you look, I don't want to go on endlessly about Donald Trump because, then that's all we'll do. But when he puts out a video that shows the Obamas as apes and then won't even apologize for it, you don't get the willies from that?
No, I've been around the guy so much,
but that doesn't give you pause, Dana?
As far as what?
About his views just about his way he talks about other human beings, much less race.
But if that's the way if he was that type of a person, first of all, I became friends with this guy, never even imagining that he would be the president of the United States someday.
Right.
And if he was that type of person, I would never associate with that type of a person, no matter who he was or who he thinks he is.
But if he does that, how is he not that kind of person?
He's not.
But do you know something that I know? In other words, what you're telling me is that you kind of know, of course you know him better personally, but he's the most transparent personality we have in public life. He talks to the press all the time. He's on social media all the time. It seems sometimes there's nothing that we don't know about him.
Very true.
So he's almost as apparent to me as he is to you.
And I don't know about the Obama thing to speak, to speak on it. I've never seen it. I didn't know that, but I can tell you this: he's not a racist. He's not a fascist. He loves this country, and if you're an American, race, religion, whatever it is, President Trump is on your team. That I guarantee.
Unless you're the Obamas and you're black, unless you're from Somalia, unless you're from one of the S-hole countries that he referred to, unless you're Muslim. Like, this was absolutely a car crash segment for Dana White, and it's very similar to the one that took place with him on the Breakfast Club a few weeks ago. Now, there's a few things that I want to go through. First and foremost, Dana White calls himself a centre-left Democrat in one breath, but then he can't name a single thing that Donald Trump has ever done wrong in the next breath. My brother, pick a lane. Which one is it? Because if you were a centre-left Democrat and you take a look at Donald Trump's actions in the 2 tenures that he's had in office, and you can't highlight a thing that he's done wrong, come on, we know what that is. You're MAGA. Now, I've never seen it defense when it comes to the Obama 8 video is doing Olympic level work here. This is an individual who is online. Not only is he online, he is one of the most famous individuals in the United States of America. He didn't miss that video. He didn't miss it at all. And I'm going to go a step further. I'm not even going to say he chose not to look. He did see it. He did. But he's going to act like he didn't see it. Why? Because his whole entire argument would then fall apart. That's the reason why he's going to act like he didn't see it. It's honestly embarrassing. Now, where Remnick says that Trump's reputation doesn't come from outer space, and Dana White then turns around and he says it comes from politics. Well, what do you mean? You can't just say it comes from politics. This is who he is. There's a saying, when people show you who they are, believe them. And Donald Trump has showed us multiple times over the years that he can be called a racist. He can. And it's unfortunate because what happens is the people on the right, they would rather focus on people saying that Donald Trump is a racist as opposed to them actually saying Donald Trump needs to stop being a racist. That's what it is that they'll do. But he shows us time and time again that the racism is there. And let's be 100% honest, this is just transparency. He comes from a family history that has racism within it. Let's call a spade a spade. Like, it literally is there. Now, the fact that it is that he tried to use Michael Jackson as a defense for why Donald Trump isn't racist is disgusting. It's the typical, years old kind of thing that they try to do. I have black friends. Oh, he hung around with black people in the 70s, in the 80s. Guys, okay. But we can look at the things that he's saying right now in the 2010s, in the 2020s, and they are racist. They are racist. Honestly, the defending and the flip-flopping to try and justify the fact that he's not racist. He is. He is. Now, him turning around and him saying he'd never associate with a racist. Like, he's literally just told us that he'd never check whether an individual is one. And the moment that there's evidence that is out there to back up the fact that someone is racist, he'll just downplay it like it didn't happen. Like this is the problem with these individuals, and it's the frustration. They can just do interviews and people won't push back and press as much as they need to. Charlamagne the God done a good job on the Breakfast Club the other day. I'll link that video up so you guys can check that out. Remnick here hasn't really done a good enough job. He has pushed back and pressed him a little bit, but he could have done more. He genuinely could have done more. And like I said at the top of me speaking, President Trump is on your team. It's ridiculous. Tell that to black people when Donald Trump is posting 8 videos. Tell that to Somalian people. Tell that to Haitian people. Tell that to any person of color. They will not think that Donald Trump is on their team except for a very, very minute few who are grifters. And that's all it is that they're trying to do. Honestly, this is how it works for everyone in Donald Trump's circle. Claim the center to keep your audience, pledge total loyalty to keep your access, and just plead ignorance whenever the two collide. And Dana White just done all 3 in this clip. Let me know your guys' thoughts down in the comment section below. Hit the subscribe button, give the video a thumbs up as usual. I appreciate you guys, and I'll see you guys in the next clip.